Hey everyone. So what I'm going to try and do next, this car originally had the monsoon sound system in it. The previous owner really hacked the hell out of everything. The amplifier's gone, the wires are all hanging down where the amp used to be. I put these Rockford Fosgate speakers in the door, and I picked up some Rockford Fosgate tweeters as well. And I'm going to do the ones in the sail panel as well. These panels have to come out. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Stereo is not really my thing, but it seems to be pretty straightforward. I'm going to get a start on it, and let's see where I end up. So, holy shit, I'm into this now. I have no idea what I'm doing. Look at this. This is where I believe the monsoon amp was. I think my sail panel speakers are fed by the wire that went to the speakers back here in the hatch. Same with this one. I mean, these are the wires that went to the speakers that used to be in the hatch. And as you can see, this one is spliced into those and goes to that one, which was in the sail panel there. I have some new wire ordered. It should be here soon. I may run new wire from the front to the back, unless I can salvage these Mickey Mouse connections. But I mean, this poor car was hacked to pieces. I'm going to do what I can to try and make it sound halfway decent. Hang in there. So I got the rears done. It's amazing how much better they sound when you find the correct wires. Those are terrible. They're difficult to get out, and they're even worse to get in. So I have all the wires identified. So this is going to be my main power wire going to the crossover, which I'll probably mount somewhere inside of here. So I have my power to the crossover. I have my speaker, which is going to go to the crossover, and the tweeter, which is going to go to the crossover. The back sounds great. I tested all the power. So I have power going to here. That connection's good. I have sound coming out of there, and I have sound coming out of the tweeter. So I'm just waiting for the crossovers to arrive. I ordered them on Amazon. They should be here, I'm hoping, the next day or two. And I can finally get this thing put back together. Like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing, but, you know, you take your time and you just look at the wiring diagrams on what each wire is. Of course, there's no uniformity when it comes to GM. You'll have black and yellow for positive and negative here, and on the other door you'll have green and blue for positive and negative. So once you get it figured out with the wiring diagrams, it's not too bad. Let's see what happens when I get it all back together and how it sounds. Okay, I got the crossover in there. It sounds great on the passenger side, right rear, right front. It was cutting out in the left rear. I decided to go with all new wiring. Getting it through the driver's side grommet and up into there was really hard. The passenger door wasn't too bad. So what I did is I ran new wires to the speakers. Now I know to some people it's, big deal. I didn't know that there was a standard for the color coding on an aftermarket wiring harness. So I didn't know, say solid gray was left front. I didn't know that. Now that I do, I can start matching the new wires up with the new harness. And get this sounding, a lot better. It sounded great on the right-hand side, but I did what I could to properly run the wires, make sure they were taped and zip tied up, and really out of the way. I wanted to make sure it's a clean job, not sloppy, because I want it sounding great. I mean, you're driving around in a 25-year-old Pontiac Trans AM, and, I want my hair metal music playing, and I want it loud. So, I think I'm done for the day. I'm bleeding enough. I'll be back out here tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve 2025. I don't know if I have permission from the boss to be out here tomorrow, but if I do, I'm going to start connecting the wires to the amp. Once that's done, I'll just finish off the crossovers and put some power to this thing, and hopefully it'll work. I think I've said before, this car is a rebuilt title. So, I mean, a lot of the wiring has been hacked and slashed. The factory monsoon amp was gutted, but the wires were half reused. It's a mess. So I'm doing what I can to really clean it up. I'm sorry I'm not showing the work as I go along, because frankly I don't know how to do it, and I don't have a mail for my phone. But I'm just kind of showing you the progress and where I am. Anyway, before the boss comes in and starts hollering at me, that's it for today. And hopefully I'll be back at it again tomorrow. Thanks. Well, it's Christmas Eve 2025. The wife gave me permission to come on outside a little bit longer, mostly to stay out of her hair. But anyway, after fighting yesterday, it's done. And it sounds great. It sounds clearer than it did before. I really cleaned up the wires in the back behind the unit. I just want to say again that I'm an idiot. I have no idea really what I'm doing. I mean, I'm somewhat mechanically inclined, but I took my time, made sure the wires were run properly. They were connected properly. I used heat shrink connectors and spade connectors, and I made sure they were done properly. And I just took my time, and I did it. So anyway, I guess that's it for this little clip or whatever the hell I'm going to upload. But anyway, yeah, so it's a Pioneer doubled-in system in a 2000 Pontiac Trans AM with all new wiring and Rockford Fosgate speakers and tweeters all around. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see what the next one brings.